Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control, remarked Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher whose teachings profoundly resonate with the pursuit of personal strength. This statement lays the groundwork for understanding how certain habits, seemingly harmless, can stealthily chip away at our inner fortitude. It's essential to recognize that true strength is not just a manifestation of physical prowess or a display of emotional stoicism, but rather a harmonious balance of mental resilience, emotional intelligence, and the capacity to take decisive action in life. In our journey towards personal growth and empowerment, we often overlook the subtle habits that, over time, render us weak. These habits, ingrained in our daily routines, slowly but surely erode our self-confidence, sap our mental energy, and diminish our ability to face life's challenges head-on. The impact of these habits is not immediately apparent, yet they silently weave into the fabric of our lives, creating patterns that hold us back from realizing our full potential. In the forthcoming exploration, we will uncover 7 such habits that are making us weak. From the over-reliance on external validation that leaves our self-esteem at the mercy of others' opinions, to the avoidance of challenges that keeps us cocooned in our comfort zones, each habit reveals a facet of our vulnerability. We will delve into the habit of negative self-talk, which undermines our self-belief, and procrastination, which erodes our sense of purpose and discipline. Additionally, we'll look at how neglecting physical activity and poor sleep habits can deplete our energy and mental sharpness, while excessive comfort-seeking shields us from the very experiences that forge resilience and character. As we explore these habits, remember that the journey towards strength is not about harsh self-judgment, but about self-awareness and gentle, yet firm self-improvement. By identifying and mindfully addressing these habits, we pave the way for a stronger, more empowered self, one that is capable of facing life with confidence, resilience, and a deep sense of inner freedom. Habit 1. Over-reliance on external validation. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit, Aristotle once philosophized. This profound insight into the nature of habits and character lays the foundation for understanding the detrimental effects of over-reliance on external validation. In an age where social media and constant comparison are ubiquitous, many of us have developed a habit of seeking approval and validation from external sources, whether it be peers, family, or the faceless multitude online. This habit, while seemingly benign, can significantly undermine our self-worth and personal strength. When we anchor our sense of value and success to the opinions and approval of others, we lose sight of our intrinsic worth. This dependence creates a fragile sense of self that is easily shaken by criticism or lack of recognition. It's a precarious position where one's self-esteem fluctuates based on the fickle tides of external validation. This habit not only weakens our self-confidence but also hampers our ability to make decisions based on our true desires and values. Breaking free from this habit requires a conscious shift towards self-validation. It involves recognizing and celebrating your own achievements and qualities, independent of external applause or recognition. It's about setting personal goals and standards and measuring your progress against them rather than against external benchmarks. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistent practice and a strong commitment to self-reflection and personal growth. Cultivating self-reliance in our perceptions and judgments leads to a more stable and robust sense of self. It empowers us to pursue paths that are aligned with our true selves, not paths dictated by the expectations or validation of others. As we reduce our reliance on external validation and turn inward for approval, we build a foundation of inner strength and confidence. This internal fortitude not only makes us less susceptible to the whims of others, but also fosters a sense of authenticity and self-respect that is far more fulfilling and enduring. Habit 2. Avoidance of challenges. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it, said Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, emphasizing the value of facing challenges head-on. This Stoic principle starkly contrasts with the habit of avoiding challenges, a behavior that subtly saps our inner strength and resilience. While it might seem easier or more comfortable to steer clear of difficulties, this avoidance ultimately leaves us ill-equipped to handle life's inevitable obstacles. Avoidance typically stems from fear of failure, discomfort, or the unknown. However, Stoics like Epictetus believed that it is precisely through confronting these fears and challenges that we grow and strengthen our character. By shying away from difficult situations, we deny ourselves the opportunity to develop the very skills and fortitude we need to overcome them. This habit forms a self-perpetuating cycle. The more we avoid challenges, the more daunting they seem and the less capable we feel. To break this cycle, we must adopt a Stoic mindset, viewing each challenge as an opportunity to test and refine our virtues, resilience, courage, and discipline. It's about shifting our perspective from seeing challenges as threats to viewing them as invaluable chances for personal growth. This shift does not imply recklessness, but encourages a measured approach to pushing our boundaries and expanding our comfort zones. Start small by identifying areas in your life where you might be practicing avoidance. Set achievable goals that gently push these boundaries. Each challenge you face and overcome, no matter how minor, builds a foundation of confidence and competence. Over time, this practice cultivates a robust character, more resilient to the ups and downs of life. Embracing challenges, therefore, is not just about dealing with immediate difficulties. It's about preparing ourselves for future hurdles. By heeding the wisdom of Stoicism and actively engaging with our challenges, we forge a stronger self, capable of facing life with a steady, unyielding resolve. Habit 3. Negative self-talk. Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them, stated Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, highlighting the profound impact our thoughts have on our well-being. This Stoic insight is crucial in understanding the debilitating effect of negative self-talk, a habit that significantly undermines our mental strength and confidence. Constantly berating ourselves with pessimistic and self-critical thoughts not only damages our self-esteem but also skews our perception of our capabilities. Negative self-talk often stems from unrealistic expectations and harsh self-judgment deeply ingrained in our mindset. It acts as an internal barrier, magnifying our faults and failures, while minimizing or outright ignoring our strengths and successes. This distorted self-view leads to a lack of confidence and a fear of taking on new challenges, trapping us in a cycle of self-doubt and inaction. To counter this destructive habit, we can draw inspiration from Stoicism, which teaches us to examine and challenge our irrational beliefs. The first step is to become aware of our internal dialogue and recognize patterns of negative thinking. Once we identify these patterns, we can begin the process of reframing our thoughts. This doesn't mean denying our faults or failures, but rather approaching them with a more balanced and compassionate perspective. Practicing self-compassion and understanding that imperfection is a natural part of the human experience is vital. Stoicism doesn't call for harsh self-criticism, but rather for a rational and objective view of ourselves and our situations. Replace self-deprecating thoughts with more constructive and realistic ones. Acknowledge your efforts, learn from your mistakes, and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. By shifting from negative self-talk to a more positive and forgiving internal dialogue, we align ourselves more closely with Stoic principles. This change fosters a healthier self-image and a more resilient mindset, enabling us to face life's challenges with greater confidence and inner strength. Habit 4. Procrastination. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once observed, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away." This poignant statement captures the essence of how procrastination weakens us, not just in our actions, but in our very approach to life. Procrastination, the habit of delaying tasks and decisions, can become a significant barrier to personal and professional growth, leading to missed opportunities and increased stress. This habitual delay often stems from a fear of failure or a desire for perfection, causing us to put off tasks until the right moment, a moment that, more often than not, never arrives. Procrastination can also be a result of feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of a task, leading to paralysis rather than productive action. However, the Stoics teach us that it's not the task itself, but our attitude towards it that needs to be managed. To overcome procrastination, we can draw upon the Stoic principle of focusing on what can be done now, rather than what lies in the future or is beyond our control. This involves breaking down larger tasks into smaller, more manageable steps and setting clear, achievable goals. It's about recognizing that the perfect moment or perfect conditions we often wait for are illusory. The best time to start is always the present moment. Additionally, confronting the reasons behind our procrastination is crucial. Are we avoiding a task due to fear, perfectionism, or lack of interest? Understanding these underlying motives allows us to address them directly, whether it's by adjusting our expectations, finding aspects of the task that engage us, or simply accepting that not all tasks will be enjoyable or perfect. Adopting a Stoic approach to procrastination, focusing on the present, taking actionable steps, and adjusting our mindset empowers us to take control of our time and actions. By doing so, we not only enhance our productivity, but also cultivate a more disciplined and proactive approach to life, leading to increased satisfaction and success. Habit 5. Lack of physical activity. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do, remarked the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, highlighting the importance of aligning actions with aspirations. This principle is particularly relevant when considering the habit of neglecting physical activity, a common oversight that can significantly weaken both body and mind. The Stoics understood that physical well-being and mental strength are intrinsically linked. A healthy body supports a healthy mind, enabling us to face life's challenges with greater resilience and clarity. Neglecting physical activity, therefore, not only leads to a decline in physical health, but also impacts our mental sharpness, emotional balance, and overall sense of well-being. In today's fast-paced and often sedentary lifestyle, it's easy to deprioritize exercise or write it off as non-essential. However, regular physical activity is crucial for maintaining not just physical fitness, but also for fostering a disciplined, focused, and balanced mind. Exercise releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting properties, and it also helps in reducing stress and anxiety. Moreover, the discipline and commitment required to maintain a regular exercise routine are qualities that can positively spill over into other areas of life. To integrate physical activity into our lives, we can start by setting realistic and achievable fitness goals. It's not about intense workouts or rigid regimens, but rather about finding forms of exercise that are enjoyable and sustainable for you. Whether it's a daily walk, yoga, swimming, or strength training, the key is consistency and making it a regular part of your routine. By embracing physical activity, we honor the Stoic ideal of self-care as a foundation for personal strength. It's a practice that prepares us physically and mentally to face life's adversities with vigor and resilience. As we cultivate a stronger body, we simultaneously nurture a stronger mind, aligning ourselves with a more holistic approach to well-being. Habit 6. Poor sleep habits. Nature requires from us some slight attention, wrote Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, emphasizing the importance of aligning with natural processes for overall well-being. This notion is particularly relevant when considering the impact of poor sleep habits on our physical and mental strength. In neglecting the natural need for restorative sleep, we inadvertently weaken our cognitive function, emotional resilience, and physical health. The Stoics, while valuing the virtues of discipline and resilience, also recognized the necessity of rest and rejuvenation as part of maintaining a balanced life. Poor sleep habits, such as irregular sleep schedules, insufficient sleep duration, or poor sleep quality, disrupt our body's natural rhythms and impede our ability to function optimally. This deprivation can lead to decreased concentration, impaired judgment, and heightened susceptibility to stress, significantly diminishing our capability to handle daily challenges effectively. Moreover, chronic sleep deprivation has been linked to various health issues, including weakened immune function, weight gain, and an increased risk of chronic diseases. It also exacerbates mental health issues like anxiety and depression, further eroding our mental fortitude. To counteract the effects of poor sleep habits, it is essential to prioritize and cultivate healthy sleep practices. This can include establishing a regular sleep schedule, creating a conducive sleep environment, dark, quiet, and cool, and developing a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. It's also important to be mindful of lifestyle choices that can affect sleep quality, such as caffeine intake, screen time before bed, and physical activity levels. Embracing good sleep hygiene aligns with the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature. By respecting and adhering to our natural need for sleep, we not only enhance our physical and mental well-being, but also fortify our capacity to face life's challenges with clarity, energy, and resilience. Habit 7. Excessive comfort seeking. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once advised, set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, "Is this the condition that I feared?" This practice, known as voluntary discomfort, is antithetical to the modern habit of excessive comfort seeking, a behavior that can significantly diminish our resilience and adaptability. In today's world, with its myriad conveniences and technologies designed to make life easier, it's become increasingly common to avoid any form of discomfort. While seeking comfort is a natural human tendency, overindulgence in it can lead to a fragility of spirit and a diminished ability to cope with even minor adversities. Excessive comfort-seeking fosters a dependency on external conditions being just right, leaving us vulnerable when faced with situations that are out of our control. The Stoics believed in the value of occasionally embracing hardship, not as a punishment, but as a way to strengthen character and prepare for life's inevitable challenges. This concept, known as voluntary hardship, involves deliberately putting oneself in challenging or uncomfortable situations to develop fortitude and resilience. It's about understanding that true comfort and security come from within, not from our external circumstances. To break the habit of excessive comfort-seeking, start by introducing small challenges into your daily routine. This could be anything from taking a cold shower, fasting for a day, or even just turning off digital devices for a set period. The goal is to step outside your comfort zone and become more accustomed to dealing with discomfort. By practicing voluntary hardship, we not only strengthen our ability to cope with life's unpredictabilities, but we also gain a deeper appreciation for the comforts we do have. This habit fosters a robust and adaptable character, more attuned to life's ebbs and flows, and less dependent on external conditions for peace and happiness. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." As we reflect on the 7 habits that weaken us, it becomes clear that the path to strength and resilience is not through external circumstances, but through our internal responses and choices. Each of the habits discussed, from reliance on external validation to excessive comfort-seeking, represents a departure from Stoic principles, which emphasize self-control, discipline, and inner fortitude. The journey to overcoming these habits is not about drastic transformations, but about gradual, consistent changes in our daily lives. It involves shifting our focus from what lies beyond our control to what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and attitudes. By acknowledging and addressing these habits, we embark on a path of self-improvement that leads to a stronger, more resilient self. This journey requires mindfulness, patience, and most importantly, self-compassion. Change is a process, and as we work to transform these habits, it's crucial to practice kindness and understanding towards ourselves. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a progression towards a more empowered and balanced life. As we strive to embody the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we find that the strength we seek comes from within. This strength is not just about facing external challenges. It's about confronting and overcoming our internal battles. It's about cultivating a mindset that embraces life's challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. In conclusion, the path to overcoming habits that weaken us is an ongoing journey of self-discovery and personal growth. By aligning our actions with Stoic principles, we not only enhance our own lives, but also positively influence those around us. The transformation from weakness to strength is a testament to the enduring power of Stoicism and its relevance in our modern world.